Did you know that the weather influences on what kind of bread and pastries we buy? A data analytics company found out that when temperatures rise, people eat less black bread. On the other hand, the baker sells more rolls as soon as people are on holiday and therefore have time for an enjoyable breakfast. Rain, however, is good for cake sales. How can we create business value out of these data insights? The German startup Meteolytics uses many different data sources, for example, weather data, social media data, or traffic data, to create a sales forecast per store and product. Through these data-based sales forecasts, production can be tailored to demand. This prevents overproduction and minimizes returns, which leads to significant cost reductions for the bakery. And even a startup like Meteolytics can live on it. My name is Gerd Breitfuss. I'm a researcher in the field of data-driven business at KnowCenter. And in this video, I would like to show you how you can transfer data into value. First of all, we have to clarify why data differs from other resources. What is special about data as a resource for value creation? Compared to other resources, data are not lost after processing and cannot be consumed. Data can be easily stored, transferred, or shared. Data can be processed into information, answers, and services. Data can be merged with other data, algorithms can be created, models can be trained, and so on and so forth. Data are available in almost every area of the company. Finally, data can even be sold or traded. The application of data is so incredibly diverse and can add value in any part of a company's business model. After an overview of the universal application possibilities of data, we need to get a common understanding of what a data-driven business model is. In line with recent publications, a data-driven business model consists of the following main characteristics. First, data is used as a key resource in the business model. Second, data analytics methods are used as key activities for generating customer value from data. And third, data or information is part of the value proposition and can be directly or indirectly monetized. Since we know already basics about data as a resource and characteristics of data-driven business models, we need to know how to develop a data-driven business, how to get started. An easy way is to answer the following 5 fundamental questions. What do we want to achieve by using data? What is our desired offering? What data do we require and how are we going to acquire it? In what ways are we going to process and apply this data? And how are we going to monetize it? Let's start to answer the first 2 questions together. What do we want to achieve by using data? And what is our desired offering? Since there are many possibilities to create value with data, it is necessary to take strategic decisions at the beginning. An obvious and easy way is to use data for improving internal processes and decision making. With small and well-defined analytics projects, using existing internal data, you can increase, for example, your product quality or save money through cost reductions. A second option is to apply data to enrich core products and services with information. The truck manufacturer Scania, for example, offers data-based services for remote diagnostics and driver coaching. A third strategic option is to sell information offerings. This means to use data to create totally new offerings for existing or new markets. Invenium, an Austrian-based tech startup, created a service out of movement data from mobile phones to analyze the flow of visitors in tourist hotspots. Next question to be answered is, what data do we require and how are we going to acquire it? Every company has different access to data sources, depending on its industry and business model. The following questions will help you identify relevant data sources for your desired data service. What data do we get from our existing business processes? What usable data do our products or services generate? What usable data do we get from our customers and suppliers? And which data can we obtain from data providers or data marketplaces? You may argue that the data you need is highly dependent on the data service you want to develop. This is certainly right, but by doing a systematic data inventory, there is also a chance to get ideas or inspiration for new data services. After knowing more about what we want to achieve and what data we require, we need to select the right analytics method. The suitable analytics method depends mainly on the quantity and quality of the data to be analyzed. The path from data to useful information can be difficult. It requires sometimes expert knowledge from experienced data scientists. For this reason, if necessary, we would recommend to look for an appropriate data analytics partner for this decision. Last but not least, we have to talk about money. There are several ways to generate benefits out of data services. Basically, we distinguish two types of monetization: direct monetization and indirect monetization. For direct monetization, we could use, for example, a subscription model, which is well known from streaming providers like Netflix or Spotify. Furthermore, consumption-based models such as pay-per-use or value-based models are also applicable. In the case of indirect monetizations, we could think of increasing price or sales volume of the core product or service. If you use data for improving internal processes, you can indirectly benefit from increased quality or gained cost reductions. So let's summarize. We have learned in this session how data differs from other resources, how data can help to improve or innovate your business model, and how to start the innovation process by answering 5 fundamental questions. That brings me to my very last question. Where are the data sources for improving your business? Start doing a data inventory right now.